What does true strength look like when you're publicly humiliated? What if the most powerful response is no response at all? And what if the silence you carry becomes the loudest message you send? In a world addicted to instant reactions, learning how to hold your ground in quiet dignity may be the key to earning lasting respect. How do you gain real respect, especially in a moment that seems designed to destroy your pride? Picture this. You've just been insulted, humiliated, belittled by someone in front of others. The air shifts. Eyes are on you. The sting isn't because they were right, but because they tried to shrink you without warning. Without mercy. It wasn't about truth, it was about spectacle. And now, the room waits. Will you explode? Will you defend yourself with equal noise? Or, will you take a different path? We choose the different path. Not the path of ego. Not the path of revenge. But the path of power, the quiet, unshakable power that does not demand respect, but earns it. Respect that is not granted through noise, but through presence. Respect that is forged not in retaliation, but in silence, discipline, and dignity. Step 1. Let their words echo into nothing. You've heard it before. He was ignorant of my other faults. Else he would not have mentioned these alone. Epictetus. Enchiridion 33. When someone slanders you, they expose themselves more than they wound you. Their volume is not dominance, it's desperation. And in their need to humiliate you, they reveal their own weakness. So don't answer. Don't defend. Let their insult hang like smoke in the air, visible, yet weightless, and then watch it dissolve. We do not shout the truth. We become it. And in your quiet composure, you become something they cannot manipulate. You become the man they cannot control. And that, in itself, is terrifying. Step 2. Respond with action. Not argument. Anyone can speak. Anyone can shout. But not everyone can endure. And in a world where noise dominates, silence becomes radical. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Epictetus. The moment you've been disrespected is the moment your character is truly seen, not in your words, but in your response. Let your discipline thunder. Train harder. Move forward. Speak less. Make your next move so precise, so undeniable, that it silences every voice that ever doubted you. No pettiness. No rage. Only clarity. Only purpose. The rise is your revenge. And when you rise, you remind them that they never had the power to bury you. They only planted a seed. Step 3. Release the need for public justice. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Marcus Aurelius. Meditations. Book 4. It's not about what happens to you, it's about what you allow to define you. The world may never apologize. The crowd may never defend you. The truth may never be fully known. But you don't need any of that to be free. The ego craves vindication. The soul craves peace. And when you stop needing to be right, when you release the urge for everyone to see your side, you step into a new realm of strength. One where your confidence is rooted in stillness, not approval. This is where fortitude is born. You don't forget the insult. You don't ignore the injustice. You simply rise above needing to win. And that makes you dangerous in all the right ways. Step 4. Be a mirror, not a sword. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. Meditations. Book 6. You don't need to argue with the rude man. You don't even need to correct him. Just live in such a way that his own conscience holds up a mirror. Let your restraint contrast his chaos. Let your growth expose his stagnation. We don't conquer by becoming our enemies. We conquer by standing in proof that they never touched us at all. Let your calm disturb their noise. Let your presence unsettle their pride. When you become untouchable, you don't just win the battle, you rise beyond it. Step 5. Rebuild in the shadows. After humiliation, most men fall inward. They retreat. They ache. They lick their wounds. But you reconstruct. Quietly. Methodically. Without announcement or applause. You harden, not in heart, but in spirit. You take the insult and use it as fuel. You become obsessed not with revenge, but with refinement. And one day, without warning, they look again, and the man they once mocked is now the man they fear to challenge. Because you didn't just come back, you transformed. You became colder, wiser, stronger. You became the kind of man they speak about in whispers. This is the ultimate revenge. To become untouchable. To owe them nothing. To let your silence speak volumes and your actions echo for eternity. If this resonated with you, if you've ever been broken down, doubted, or dismissed, know this: you don't need to shout. You don't need to explain. You just need to rise. Quietly, relentlessly, in a world that rewards noise. Choosing silence is a form of rebellion. But not all silence is weakness. Yours is rooted in power, forged in discipline, and sharpened by wisdom. When you stop needing validation, you start becoming undeniable. Let your growth be your proof. Let your calm be your comeback. And when they see you again, let them realize the man they tried to break has become the one they can no longer touch. If this message struck a chord with your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Like it, share it, subscribe for more reminders of the strength that lives in stillness. Together, let's rise, quietly, consistently, powerfully.